Welcome back to Talkin Live. Today we continue with part 2 of our very insightful interview with Ishamel, an Israeli businessman. Be sure to go back and watch anything you missed from part 1 of our interview. And now, let's join our host.
Yeah, it's like here in the United States. Well, I'm going to vote for somebody because of the race. I don't vote because of race. I vote for the one that I think's the best for my country.
Right, the one that's going to do best for where you're living, what you're doing, and your sustainability.
Well, not just for me. I look at the poor man working here and $10 an hour and paying taking every penny he makes, and the Social Security and the taxes taken out. So really, he's basically working for what, $7 an hour.
Something like
And,
that.
yeah,
And how
and
much is a meal? How much is a meal today at McDonald's?
yeah,
A guy's got to work an hour and a half in order to get a meal at McDonald's.
yeah, yeah. I quit going to McDonald's.
I know, but I'm just taking something as a national average. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I'm just messing with you. But
Yeah.
they, and gallon of gas, $3 or something there. I mean, a
Yeah.
gallon. Uh, I mean, this is not this. I mean, I seen, let's see, one country I was watching it. It's $8 a gallon, gas is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think Brazil sells their gas by the liter,
Yeah.
not by the gallon. They charge by
Yeah.
the liter.
I can tell you that I was at a country that overnight had basically a spike in their pricing, and it was chaos. It was literal chaos. The gas went from, I'm going to give you an example in dollars. Gas went from $3 a gallon to $9 a gallon. Flour went from $2 a pound to $6 a pound. The next morning, you go buy some bread or fill up gas, things like that. It's just chaos. People don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle this price increase, and then they don't know how to handle to increase prices across the board.
Yeah, but they don't look around them and see. They listen to the wrong voice.
Yep.
They listen to how great it is, and they're so dumb. And I'll tell you what, somebody's got plenty of money, they ain't gonna worry about the prices going up because
Exactly.
and they don't think about. See, I think about the poor man's working,
Yeah.
you take. I've never been to Israel. I've had the opportunity to go to Israel, a lot of places, China and all them places. I just hate traveling, but this prices, people don't know what to do. They don't know, and I feel like no matter who gets in there, they ain't gonna. These prices are gonna stay about the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And see,
I hope everybody's wrong about it, but I mean, I just don't know how you're gonna make how you're gonna stretch that penny any further.
well, I eat oatmeal every morning. I buy them big
Yeah, no,
old, I buy
yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
big old Quaker oatmeal. I buy them big old boxes, and there's $5 or something a year or
Right, but I
something
mean,
like that.
is that the life is that the American dream? Is
Well,
that what
they're
you've worked
$8.
70, 80 years of your life for?
Well, now
To
they're
wake
eight
up every
dollars.
morning to go buy a $5 box of oatmeal and make to stuff your face full of that?
Yeah,
No, that I don't think that was the American dream.
yeah,
I don't think so.
yeah, and all this stuff happening in the Middle East and all over the world, Ukraine, all that. People don't
I
realize
lost you,
that
Lamar.
it causes all this stuff to go up too. It's not, and I see everybody. They make out like they love their people, but they put more burden on
Yep.
them. I mean, if Hamas loves the Palestinians, why do they put the burden on them? Why did they
Exactly.
start it all?
If the Hamas really is for the people, why didn't they come after October 7th and said, you know what, we are for our people. Now we have your people. What we want is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is how we want to handle this. Okay, you guys want to take control and be some sort of government? Okay, fine. Let's come to the table and discuss this. But nobody came to a table. We've put multiple plans in front of them as how to stop, how to have a ceasefire. We've put multiple ideas out there. Nobody's willing to take charge. And that's the problem. You're fighting a militia. You're fighting a group of people that have no coordination between them that have decided to go take over a country.
Well, see, just what I said a while ago, they'll never exterminate all the Jews. They never will.
No,
It'll
no,
never happen. God won't let it happen.
no.
And
Listen,
I'm not
uh,
saying Jewish people are little angels now.
listen. We might not be little angels, but I can tell you this much: we have never been on the offense side. We've always been on the defense side. We've never gone and attacked a country just because. We've
I
never
can't.
gone and taken over a country just because. No. We've always been on the defense side, defending what we have, defending our religion, defending our people.
Well, I have to say that 76 years and when I learned about countries, you're right. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying this because I remember Arafat. I remember a lot of people.
Yeah.
I remember one of the Israeli leaders saying that he shook hands with Arafat, and Arafat had all that blood on his hands. I never forget that. And I'm not just defending Israel. I'm defending everybody. If you don't want a war, don't let your leaders start it. If your leaders are warlords, get rid of them. Because if they're warlords, they're not looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves. They want power. They want to destroy, just like, just all these different, the Chinese leaders and all that. They want power. They don't care about the people. Our government don't care about our people.
No.
Our government right now is a bunch of lying, no good suckers. They make out like they care about American people. Well, why are they taking people and that worked hard? I mean, I'll tell you right now, I've heard of more people telling me that their Social Security, Medicare has been cut. Their Social Security sending them bills and said they overpaid them. I ain't never seen nothing like it. I tell you,
No, it's crazy.
it's terrible.
With the amount of money we're spending, with the amount of money we're throwing at all these wars we're financing, okay? I think that America should A, come and say, you know what, no more taxes for the people of the United States. And B, uh, anything that has to do with health care and social security, no taxes on that. And C, healthcare should be 100% free, just like it is in all these other countries.
Yeah, but I can't.
I mean,
These. Now Harris, she wants to do away with and we're getting off of Israel and all the other stuff. But um, Harris wants us to uh, have get rid of our private insurance. And just well, it's hard enough to get a doctor right now. And
yeah,
if you got a government that's paying the insurance for everybody, these doctors don't care whether they get around to you or not. See,
Nope.
that's an understanding that I have and feel that when people are all on a set, I mean, doctors are on a set salary, they ain't gonna be in no hurry to get to you, help you. I mean,
No.
my cat had upper respiratory infection. I took it to the same vet 2 or 3 times, and he still didn't kill. Couldn't find out what's wrong with him, and then I took him over to a emergency room. They found out what's wrong with him. I mean,
Listen, they've turned the medical they've turned the health of people into a business.
yeah,
They've turned the
everything.
health of people into a business, and you know, how do you keep your business going? Well, you keep people sick.
No, I'm going to bring up Gaddafi. Gaddafi, what I understood, he furnished everybody everything. I mean, just about it. Took care of them, is what I hear. That he took care of his people.
Yeah, but that's just like just like gangsters and mafias. What do? They take care of their people. They make sure that they're dependent on them. And then when the government needs something, or when the mafia or the head of the mafia needs something, he says go, everybody goes. That's how that works. That's how you keep your people under control.
The what?
I'm saying,
Yeah, that my engineer just says it looks like that's what we've turned into. Uh, like the mafia. I
no, it's
mean,
not. Look, all we're trying to do is have some sort of, and I think you know what? If that's what it takes, then that's what it's going to take. A mafia to come out here and say, okay, you know what? America has lost its mind,
but
and
see,
we are at that weak point right now.
yeah, but we're not. Mafia's not. They're
I
no.
understand,
They're
but
no.
let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. If somebody was to come up right now in for example in Tennessee, all right, take over the whole state of Tennessee and start handing out money to all these people that are needing groceries, people that are needing car payments, people that are needing to pay their mortgages, this that. Somebody, a name was to come about and say, hey, this Joe Schmo guy is starting to take care of everybody here in Tennessee. Well, this Joe Schmo guy now needs everybody to go out and riot against gay pride. How many people do you think are going to go?
Everybody.
50, 60, 80%, 90% of the people he's been taking care of?
They're gonna go.
Yeah, they'll all go.
That. But let's get back on Israel.
All
We're
right,
back.
back on Israel. Anyways, we're at a very, very current, very, very, very tense time right now in Israel. And the reason we're at a very, very tense time is because they keep promising of an all-out crazy war, and we keep on doing what we need to do in order to try to take out as many people as we can take out. When I say people, I mean head leaders of the different Hamas groups.
Yeah, but just like I told you, you kill one and one bigger or meaner than that, and it comes out behind him,
Well,
just
and
like
that's and
a boss.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think we got the head of the snake. Now we just got to start cutting the body down.
Yeah, but sometimes they heal up. You
Yeah,
hit the head and bruise it, and it heals back up,
yeah,
and you have to deal with it again. And that's
yeah,
why it takes so much of hitting so many because there's so many wanting to replace. It's like John Gotti wanted to replace. He wanted to replace the mafia boss with the Columbia. I mean, I'm trying to say, but it's the same thing. I
yeah,
mean, somebody's wanting to replace somebody with more power and control. That's
yeah.
what's going on in America today. That's what's going on in the people that are going against Israel and some people in Israel. Now Netanyahu, I like Netanyahu. I think I respect Netanyahu, and I know I'm going to get all kinds of uh, rebuttal on this, but you can't.
You like what you like. You think you've got your opinion as to what
That's
you
right.
feel like is the best person that can run that country.
And there's never been a war with anybody that civilians, children didn't have to suffer. Never.
Yep. Yep.
There's no way to have a war without Palestinian children getting killed, Palestinians get killed, Israelis getting killed, Hamas gets killed, and the people around Jordan and all these different countries around you. It's impossible. Ukraine, it has to happen when there's wars.
Yep.
People suffer. Everybody suffers except
Yep.
the big fat cat that sits in there and starts it all. He don't
Exactly.
suffer.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Back
the
in
way
the
I look
day,
at it.
back in the day, it used to be. Back in the day, it used to be where the general or whoever it might have been that decided that this is what's best for the country would be out there on the front lines with everybody. But not anymore.
Well, everybody's expendable, but them.
Yeah. Not
Or
only is
that.
everybody expendable, but we've become so neutral to death, become so neutral to the life to a person's life. We've become so neutral
Yeah,
because there's
well,
so much of it going on.
there's so many out there that wants to grab power. You don't, and like it's going on here in this country. All of them
We,
hollering, I'm the best, but I ain't seeing nobody doing nothing great for American people since
no,
John Kennedy and Reagan. John Kennedy helped the poor people. He started food stamps. He started a lot of things for poor people,
yeah,
and that's why I like John Kennedy. I didn't care much for Johnson, and I like Reagan. And I'm gonna tell you, I hate to say it, but Clinton, he done a lot. When well, I don't hate to
yeah.
say it. I'm not, I'm not saying I hate to say it because I have to give him credit. The economy was good. We wasn't in debt. We wasn't.
No,
No,
listen. When we were back there in Iraq, our economy was great because we had control of the world. Today, we've lost control of the world.
yeah, well, they think everybody done lost their mind. I mean, people get so mad over nothing, like they just get aggravated, mad about everything. Like that's what's going on in your country. That the
Yeah,
and the people around you, they're aggravated. They don't know which way to go. All they know is they got to blame somebody, and so whoever they want to blame, like here in America, they're going on about how that Israel's killing the innocent people. Well, so it works both ways. They're both killing innocent people. Ain't neither one of them right. So I
yep.
mean, and you can't, like I said, a war you can't protect the people. I mean, you tell your people, or you say, well, we're going to drop a bomb on you. Y'all need to go somewhere and hide. We're going to do it. That's that's a little respect. I call that respect. And but every
I mean, I
nation.
think that's the highest level of humanity you could get. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to destroy this building. If you do not move out of here in the next 24 hours, sorry. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how else you could be more humane than that.
Yeah, but I put myself in their place. And I'm thinking, well, I can't
You
leave
know,
all
but
my.
we're a little bit more educated. We're a little bit more educated and smarter than that. That when this all began, or when they first came up to you and you moved into the neighborhood and they told you, hey, listen, um, you're great and all, but if the Hamas tells you you need to stay here, you have to stay here because if not, they're going to kill your wife and children.
No, but you
They
get,
know where they're hiding. They're going to kill them if you move.
and that's another issue. It's just it's like a cancer. You let it when you find it and you detect it, like in Palestine, when they detected these people trying to build these tunnels and all that stuff, they let it happen. They let it happen. It'd be the same if I mean, if it was Israel or anybody. The people let it happen. Now they're paying the price, and they're
Yeah,
innocent. They're innocent
yeah,
to the point, but they're not innocent for letting it happen.
yep.
I see women
For
crying
bending
over their.
backwards for them.
I see, and I see women crying over their children. It just, you
It's
know,
a horrible situation. Listen, and
uh,
again, I said like we said, and we're gonna keep saying this. We feel for the people of Gaza. We feel for those people, but we do not feel for their ideology of being that way. Why change it? There's more. There's more of you than there is them. Change it. Bring all the hostages out to the streets and tell all those Hamas leaders we want this to stop because all those hostages are being held at people's homes.
yeah. Well, I don't. I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but I don't think it's going to ever end because you can't get rid of the hate. You can't get rid of the all the things that's going on and the killing and the murder and all that. As long as they're around, and it's like here in the U.S. People say, "Oh, well, you're racist. You're this and you're that." American people are not a racist country. If there was such a racist country, there wouldn't be all these Italians and Indian people and Jewish people and all kinds of people from all over the world that built this country. They wouldn't they wouldn't be all that hate. You know, I used to go to you could go dancing up here in Tennessee and you see more fights. And everybody just mostly white people. I mean, they're not. And then you go down to Miami, go to a dance, go to Planet Hollywood, go down there to their place. All kinds of different races of people in there. You didn't see no fighting, no
No,
shooting
because
one another.
everybody respected one another.
That's right, because they're used to it. I'm
Yep.
used to people coming to other countries, but I'm not used to just letting it be overflowed and
Yeah.
taking money, taking food out of children's mouth and giving it to others. I love
Well, I
children.
mean, the whole immigration issue that we got going on here in the United States right now. I mean, I understand this great nation was built off of immigrants. This nation was built from you know people migrating from different countries, which is fine. But we all went through the right process to get here.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
that's the
We
problem we
all
got
went through
now.
the right way to get here and filled out the right paperwork and did the right things and paid the right taxes in order to be here and to live in this great country. But to just jump across the border and freelance and then to commit crimes and not be thrown jail for it or not nothing like that, just get a slap on the wrist. Uh-uh. That's not what this country was
What
built on.
does Israel let people come immigrate like that?
Oh no, absolutely not.
They don't.
No, there's a process. You can immigrate. You can become you could today pick up the phone, call the Israeli consulate, tell them, hello, I'd like to become an Israeli citizen. And they'll guide you right through the process
Yeah.
with
Well,
no
that's the
issue.
way it should be. That's the way it should be. And
Yeah.
okay, you got anything else to say, Ismail? We're
That's
about
about
on.
it.
Yeah,
That's about it. I just hope everybody wakes up.
yeah. Well, I just want you to know I appreciate you doing the show with me, and hope we can do some more later. I hope it don't get no worse over there that we have to do any more
Yeah.
shows. And
And if you get any of it, you get anybody brave enough to come up on the show and really want to talk about what they got to talk about, I'm willing to get on there as well and duke it out just to kind of see where they're coming from.
if I can get somebody,
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
all those people that are keyboard warriors, have one of those come up.
we'll probably get somebody later on. Anyway, Ismail, I appreciate your time and
Yep,
coming on, and we'll be in touch, and as soon as this is edited and everything, we'll put it on. We'll let you know about it.
I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Yep, you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks for joining us today. To watch this show again, be sure to visit talkinlive.com. We now have Roku and Amazon Fire TV channels for you to watch from your home TV. Or find more of our recent shows on most any of your favorite social media platforms. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, world. We will be talking live with you next time. The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin' Live presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin' Live TV broadcast studio, or by this channel or its management.